Hey guys, so I was in Jersey last week and I got to see the amazing Iain Thomas who wrote I Wrote This For You. Please find this. I started following him years and years and years ago when he hadn't even put his name online, had no idea who he was other than there was this person out there who was writing this amazing poetry that I could relate to. And I did find him on Tumblr, so I guess not always what happens on Tumblr stays on Tumblr, because I could not keep this to myself and I ended up sharing it with a lot of people. I think in 2011 he finally came out with his name, and then a couple of years after that he finally put out a picture and I was like, oh, so it you, yes, hi, hello. He's amazing. If you haven't read his works, you really should. He has a couple of books out. Just type in I Wrote This For You and it'll pop up. If you want to get his works from the very beginning, just go online, type in I wrote this for you.me. Being able to meet him was awesome. I definitely got my book signed because of course, and my favorite thing is that when I was getting the book signed, he actually crossed out the U from the title and put my name. Can you see that? He like literally crossed out the U and put my name, and it just felt like, oh my god, this is so personal, and he wrote this for me. Like, not me, us, me, but like me. I will stop obsessing, but yes, there's this one. There is an interactive poetry journal called I Am Incomplete Without You. And then there's this latest one that is I Wrote This For You 2007 to 2017. It has a lot of his works. And this is another one that has been signed. See? And what I really love is what he has on the back of all of his books. I need you to understand something. 10 years ago, I started writing this for you. I wrote it for you and only you. Since then, a million other people have read it, but none have understood it the way you understand it. I set out to find you a long time ago, and today I'm so glad I finally have. Thank you for reading these words. Anyways, so he was amazing. I was actually able to get another book signed. And this is gonna be for a giveaway that I will do at the end of this video. Now I'm gonna let you guys see what I saw as part of the book signing, him reading his works, answering questions. Before we go ahead and get started with that, make sure that you subscribe below, like, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Trust me, you want to watch this video to the end, find out about that giveaway.
Delaware.
Yeah, Delaware.
I have no idea of your country's geography. I'm assuming it's like...
It's like 2.5 hours, kind of, from where I'm
Okay.
from. Yeah. Yeah.
I came 30 hours.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna win.
No, I'm joking. Thank you. That's
yeah,
great.
of course.
Wow, poetry. Crazy, huh? I'll read some stuff. You guys don't really have choice if you want to sit on the floor or hang around. So I've been reading a lot of I Wrote This For You stuff. So this is new stuff from a book coming out next year. This is City 15, I think. So I've done this a lot. And I actually never plan what I'm going to say or what I'm going to do. I literally just like walk out and just start talking. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So good luck. The new book is called Every Word You Cannot Say. And so it's actually not like a collection of poems. It's one poem that kind of goes across 200 pages. Listen, you are part of a beautiful story. But chapter 1 is not your first memory. The first word in the story was written a long, long time ago. And you are only in the story for just a few short pages. But in these pages, you get to decide how the story goes. Over time, you will play every character in the story. You will love and be loved. You will hate and be hated. You will be cruel and you will be kind. You will start young, and if you are lucky, you will be old when it ends. Everyone you meet along the way is just someone at a different point in their story. So be patient and kind. But don't let anyone tell you how your story should go. Only you know how your story goes. When your pages are over, don't be sad or angry. The wind does not stop being the wind when it stops blowing. A wave does not stop being a wave when it crashes against the shore. The story does not stop being a story when you turn the page. What have you lost between this page and this one? Every single life you touch moves the story forward. And so if you're kind, your story becomes part of many stories. But life is not special because of what happens after it's over. Life is special because life is special. And your story is special. And whether you know it or not, you are adding new words to it every single day. If things are good, they will change. If things are bad, they will change. Because change is the nature of every story. What words will we add to it today?
Please keep going.
That's okay. You have every right to ask. And your sadness, where is your sadness? Here. You cannot say why you cannot forget the feeling of their skin against yours. Here, here, and here. And point to the center of yourself and tap your sternum and touch your forehead and touch your tongue. You cannot say that you are sorry they left or that you left them. You cannot walk up to strangers in the street and say, here is where it hurts. And point to the center of yourself and tap your sternum and touch your forehead and touch your tongue. You cannot tell them this is what it feels like a pebble in a shoe you're not wearing. You cannot say it is the absence of them and the presence of them and the difference between these two things that hurts the most. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the new book is like, it's blue and it's red and it's got fingerprints on it. And the word love appears 99 times in that page. So that's cool. This is one of the earlier drafts, so there's these weird little squiggles that are coming out of it. But like lots of fingerprints and lots of weird wonderful things. So that's cool.
Whose fingerprints are they?
They're mine. They've changed since from this. They're kind of vector drawings of fingerprints now. Because I figured someone's going to commit a crime and then take the fingerprints and they'll just be like, it was that Iain Thomas guy again. Damn him. Oh, when I'm signing books, please sign my book. Because I'm kind of taking it across the country, and whenever someone asks me to sign their book, I sign theirs. Which feels like a fair exchange of labor. Like, I'm signing your book, you can sign mine. That sounds fair. This is called The Day You Read This. On this day, you heard something that moved you and made you realize there were no more fears to fear, no tears to cry, no head to hang in shame. That every time you thought you'd offended someone, it was all just in your head, and really they love you with all their heart, and nothing will ever change that. That everyone and everything lives on inside you, that doesn't make any of it any less real, that soft touches will change you and stay with you longer than hard ones, that being alone means you're free, that old lovers miss you and new lovers want you, and the one you're with is the one you're meant to be with, that the tingles running down your arms are secret angel feathers and they whisper in your ear constantly if you choose to hear them, that everything you want to happen will happen if you decide you want it enough, that every time you think a sad thought you can think a happy one instead, that you control that to some degree. That the people who make you laugh are more beautiful than beautiful people, that you laugh more than you cry, that crying is good for you, that the people you hate wish you would stop and you do too, that your friends are reflections of the best parts of you, that you are more than the sum total of the things you know and how you react to them, that dancing is sometimes more important than listening to the music, that the most embarrassing awkward moments of your life are only remembered by you and no one else, that no one judges you when you walk into a room and all they really want to know is if you're judging them, that what you make and what you do with your time is more important than you will ever fathom and should be treated as such, that the difference between job and art is passion that neither defines who you are, that talking to strangers is how you make friends, that bad days end but a smile can go around the world, that life contradicts itself constantly, but that's why it's worth living, that the difference between pain and love is time, that love is only as real as you want it to be, that if you feel good, you look good, it doesn't always work the other way around. The sun will rise each day, and it's up to you each day if you match it, that nothing matters up until this point, that what you decide now in this moment will change the future forever. That good rain is beautiful, and so are you. This is what it feels like when you touch me, like millions of tiny universes being born and then dying in the space between your finger and my skin. Sometimes I forget. Nowhere on your body and nowhere on earth is it written you were made to suffer. And avoid people who tell you that you must live apart from your heart. Art is found in the heart. So don't be shy. You can take another piece of me. Everyone else already has, until there's nothing left, until I disappear. And if you're alone, I hope you know that I am alone too. So I believe we will be friends. P.S. You are beautiful and loved by the universe that made you, with every atom and star moving in perfect alignment to make you, you. So this is also from the new book. But when do we tell the truth and say what must be said? Only when the world ends. We all think there's some moment when the game is over, when we can look at each other and say everything we meant to say when we were alive and we could speak. I fell in love with you, and I never said anything. I hated you, but I stayed. I just wanted you to know that what you did hurt. Why couldn't you love me like I loved you? Why did you leave? We can only say what we can say now. There is no chance after this one. Angel, you were jealous of me. I spent my whole life being jealous of you. And I know you're worried about what it takes. It takes time, and time is all it takes. Not your heart, not your life, just time. And so on. And there's many illustrations. It's very hard for me when someone comes up to me that I used to date or something and go like, there's this thing. And I go, it's not about you. They go, you've literally written, I wrote this for you on the front cover. A girl once said to me, like, if this is easy for you to do, if this is easy for you to write, then how do I know anything you ever say to me is real? Which is a hell of a question to answer. It's a hard question to answer. And all you can say is it is real. Like, I do mean the things I'm saying. It would. You would be able to, like, pick up certain things. Like, Iain started dating this girl here, broke up here. Started dating this girl here, got married over there. His nephew was born over here. His grandmother died over here. The longest piece in here is called The Arrivals Lounge, which is just about a man falling asleep in an airport terminal, waking up and meeting somebody who he doesn't quite recognize. And I wrote that on the day that my grandmother passed away. And I'm not a very religious person, but I'm a very spiritual person. That was my way of kind of looking at that. And so yeah, if you put it in kind of chronological order, there would be things there. So I know the most popular one is the third, which goes, be soft, don't let the world make you hard, don't let the bitterness steal your sweetness, take pride that even though the rest of the world may disagree, you still believe it to be a beautiful place. I know that's probably one of the most popular things I've ever written. And I once very famously got into a fight with Leanne Rhymes about it. That ended up in the Daily Mail. Because she put it on her Instagram account and she didn't credit it to me, and then she insisted that Kurt Vonnegut had written it, which is a thing that like I come across. Because I wrote all my poetry anonymously for a very long time. And so at some point was like, well, this is beautiful and someone important must have written it, so click on it. And I said, no, it is mine. And here's a photograph of the book with my name on it, and there's the page. She said, no. Kurt Vonnegut. Stupid old guy. And I said, no. And that just kept on happening for several hours. And it turns out you can fight the moonlight. You can fight it. You can fight the moonlight. And she apologized, and in the Daily Mail wrote an article about what a horrible person she was. So I guess I won that one. Sure. Anyone else? Well, I will sign your books. Hello.
So wasn't that just like seriously, like just I just can't. All right, for the giveaway, I know somebody out there really wants a signed copy. And if you were unable to make it to any of his signings, this is a chance for you to get your own signed copy. If you have read his works before, let me know which one of his poems is your favorite in the comments. If you have not read his works before, either let me know which one of the poems he read is your favorite, or go online, look him up, let me know what you think, and good luck. Don't forget to subscribe, make sure that you are following, and all that good jazz.